This is a quick introduction only about the how to use the Ansys workbench. Before you start Ansys workbench, you have to create your own directory first. Your directory, if you are working from your personal computer, then you can just create a new folder in your own desktop, and that will be in your local drive, which is the C drive of your own laptop or your own personal computer. However, if you are working from the school or from the school or work, then you have to go to your this PC, look for your own account in there, and that's a school account, and sometimes they call it the H drive. So do not create it on the local or the C drive. Create it on the H drive, which is the home drive. Go to the home drive, desktop, and just create a new folder in there. Then name it Ansys. Let's forget all about it now. This is the new folder which we just created here. We forget about it, and you go and launch your Ansys workbench. Once you launch your Ansys workbench, you can see that Ansys opens on a project tab. This project tab, it's one of many tabs that you can open at the same time. The interface that you see in front of you here, you've got your menu bar, which is if you look at the file menu bar, you can create a new project, open a project, save or save as any projects that you're working on. Also, you can import projects. If someone that emailed you the project, then you can import it or archive your own work. When you archive your own work, then you will only be able to email it over to anyone else. Also, you have your view menu there. You can view or hide some of these bars or some of the settings of the interface that you can see. Tools, units, we are here working using the international system of units, which is the metric system. Make sure that the metric system is ticked. Also, you've got extensions here if you have any more requirement or any extension that you need to install or download for Ansys workbench itself. On the left hand side here, you can see that your toolbox, and the toolbox made out of different categories, some of which systems, full systems, and those systems made out of components. Each one of those systems made out of some components. These components are on the second category here on this tree, under the tree box in here. So you can see you can create the same systems using some of those components in here. You can look also down far on the bottom left hand side here. You can see that green icon in there, and this green icon that telling you Ansys is ready to do any work, or the workbench is ready to do any job that you're asking the workbench to do. And sometimes this is the status icon, it's red, and if the status icon is red, then you cannot do anything until Ansys or the workbench finishes the work that is doing. If you look here on the far right bottom hand side, you can see that messages in there. Any messages occur, any errors, or any messages that showed by the workbench itself, it will appear in here in this box in here. Also, you have the job monitor here. If you have like something, the job monitor in here, if you have like a remote monitor job, then you can activate this job monitor in there. The big window in here, this is your project schematics. So this is the schematics of your own systems building blocks. For example, now if I would like to build my own systems, I can bring the full systems from the analysis system category. So if we are working using Fluent, for example, then we go to Fluent, click and hold, drag and let go. You cannot let go anywhere in this schematic, the project schematic area. You have to let go only on this green area, and you will only let go when the green box is changing color to red. Then you can let go. Now you can see that workflow, the workflow coming from the top to bottom. This is a full system in there, starting with your geometry in here. That's your like CAD file or the CAD design that you will create. Then the meshing category or the meshing component, the meshing component here, when you divide your geometry or design into small elements, so that Fluent or the solver can work on these small elements in there. So, and you can, as you can see that also on the top left hand side here, this is a little arrow. When you click on it, once you click on it, you can see that you can delete the full systems, update it, duplicate it, rename it, whatever you want to do with that system that you just created, you can do it from here. Now, when you look at this system in here now, we can build this system, same system exactly, from the component system. Look for the geometry component in the component systems, click and hold, drag and drop on the green box area. Now you got the geometry. Look for the mesh as well. You go down there, you find the mesh, click and hold, drag and let go in that area. Now you have to connect the geometry to the geometry within the mesh itself. Click on geometry, then click and hold, drag. You can connect it straight to geometry, or you just connect it to the geometry in the component mesh. On You can connect it straight to the geometry with this component in here. So I'm gonna connect it to the geometry in the mesh component. So you can see that both of them connected. This connection is already here, being made out here automatically in the background. So that's why we cannot see it on that system. Now we need to get up the setup and solution, and that's from our own software, which is called Fluent, the one that we are using. Again, click, hold, drag and drop. Again, you connect the mesh itself. This is the component mesh. Connect the mesh, click, hold, drag to the, you cannot go to the solution here. You have to connect it only to the setup. Therefore, you let go on there. Then now you can see that you created exactly the same system as fully as this one in here. Now, there is another way that you can connect rather than click, hold and connect. There is another way you can do that. So let's delete this one here. So if I would like to connect anything automatically, then I will go to here, mesh, click, hold, drag. Now rather than you drop it in here in this green box area, just go to the geometry in there, just hover over it. Once the color changed to red, then let go. It is connected automatically, as you can see. The same thing also, you can do that with any system that you like in there. You let go with the mesh in there, then the mesh is connected automatically. But also we can connect systems to the components. So if I would like to do some thermal analysis, for example, or structure analysis, then I can get the static structure there, click, hold, drag. Then I just, as I said, we drop it. If I want to connect it to the geometry, for example, if I want to use the same geometry, then I'll just let it go in there. So that geometry here will be working for Fluent and also working for the other system in there. Thermal analysis, digital analysis, or electrical analysis, any system that you like, you can just click, hold, drag again here, click, hold and drag, then just let go. And this is how you build your own schematic. For now, just delete all of these and we will start our own project. So as I said, you just here, I'm gonna work with this system now. First thing you do, you just rename it or rename the system that you will be working on. Just click in there, rename, then I'm gonna call this pipe. The first thing now you're gonna do is to save this project. So then you go to File, Save or Save As, or just click on this Save Project. Don't forget, don't click on Save Analysis, the Ansys, this one here or that one. You just click on the Save Project. It will take you straight to your computer. If you are working on your own personal computer, then you will go straight to the C drive. And if you are working from the school computer or a work computer, then you have to go to your home drive, double click in there, make sure you are on your home drive, then go to your desktop, look for the folder that we have created initially, and this will be your directory. Name it anything you like. I'm gonna name it project 1. So as you can see it here, guys, it just appeared on this on the workbench on the top there. The name of my project here is project 1. One more final thing, which is you can see this system here. Once we start working, for example, with the geometry, you can see on the right hand side here, these are the types of the question mark or icons. You can see those icons will change according to the status of your own work. So please pay attention to what each icon of those, what they mean. So if you have this types of question mark, that means that geometry or the mesh, like the one at the mesh now, that means this mesh now it's unfulfilled. And if you have like the geometry one, geometry, this icon in there, that means attention is required. And if you have this icon in there, that means generate or update. Same thing in here with this text. So each one of those question mark will change according to your own according to the status of your own work. So please keep an eye on how everything you're doing and the outcome of it. If it needs updating, then update it. If it's up to date, then you'll get that tick. If the some changes are pending, then you can see the tick with the little arrow in there, and the same with the other icons in here. Okay.